I'm going to show you what you can expect on day 60 of growing bare root strawberries indoors. I stopped cutting these blooms off on day 39. This unit on the right here is the Gardyn unit, which is of course broken. These two first columns here are my new Seascape bare root strawberries. These are Albion from runner plants from my other plants. These are all Seascapes. This row here is Albion, and this whole unit here are Albion. A lot of these are a year plus old. We're going to check out the health of these plants. I'm going to show you how I pollinate them. I do not use fans on any of these units here. As for pollinating these plants, I use this unit from Gardyn. They call it the bee, Pollinate Bee. I use this little thing here. We'll check this out and I'll show you how I use this. Basically, I take this unit here, has a button you hit that makes the front here vibrate and also this top vibrate. All I do is, let me see if I can focus in here for you. All I do is touch the bloom and to pollinate them. That's all I do. I pollinate my strawberries. Let's see if we can find some more here. We'll do a couple of them. There's some more right there. See if we can get the focus in on those. And you can really tell when you're doing a good job because you'll see all the pollen fall down on the leaves from the plants underneath it. So I don't know if you could see that or not, but you could pollen was falling like crazy everywhere. See if I can get one where you can actually see the pollen falling. And we got them little blooms everywhere right now that need pollinated. So those there, I was just doing my Seascapes. We got some more up here at the top. I don't know if I'm catching that on camera, but I can really see it falling. And those were the Seascapes in the Gardyn unit. And these are the new Seascape bare root plants. These are in the Lettuce Grow Farmstand. So that's pretty much all I do for my pollinating. I'll go around and hit everything I can find. And what we can expect when we're done, once they start producing. Here's some of the strawberries up here. You can see some of them up in here. So these are only been like 20 days since I cut all these blooms off. So let's see what we can find over here in the lettuce grow unit. It's hard to see. All right, there's a nice healthy strawberry. Can't get it focused on it. But these are just getting going. Another 20 days from now or so, we'll really get a lot of strawberries popping up on these. We are getting some absolutely perfect runner plants. I can take these and put them in a spare unit, which I don't have right now, a spare hole. So I'll cut these off and I'll put them in my cloning machine, and I'll have a brand new fresh plant to go in case one of these dies, or if I want to expand into another unit somewhere. Well, you can see how big and healthy those are already just on day 60. So that's here's some really big blooms here. Let's get a focus in on these. See if I can get a pollen coming off those. So that's all I do for those. But once I get going here, I have too many runner plants I really don't need, I'll go through here and just start snipping all these off everywhere so they focus on producing strawberries instead of producing bare roots. The plant only has so much energy in one day, and right now it's splitting it between growing new runner plants, which is fantastic if you need more plants, or growing strawberries. And right now I'm doing both. So let's go back over here and check out some of these roots over here on the Gardyn unit and see how we're doing. My last time we looked on these was 20 days ago, so let's see how we're doing. And they're so big, they're getting stuck in here. Pretty hard to see in camera, but they are healthy. A little bit brown, but you can expect that from strawberries. That's not an issue. But they're all the new roots are all pure white. They look super, super healthy. Then I do have some newer plants on this side, which are runner plants. And I even have some I'm even already cloning down here. This one don't even have roots yet. I just put this in here yesterday. Oh, it does have a root. Look at that, one day. Can you see that? We grew those roots in one day. I put this in here yesterday. Let's check this out. Hard to see, of course, but that was roots that we grew in one day. These been in the system here. I took a hanging runner and just moved it into its own little spot. So those are looking healthy. I just did up the EC on this unit. You can tell from looking at the plants, the leaves aren't really even green all the way across. So I upped them, and I did do that to the lettuce grow here before I did the other units, just to test out a little bit of nutrition stuff. And these are super, super dark green. And we're going to show you the difference, major difference we got going on with the roots. They just grow a whole lot longer. And they're not pure white, but that's totally fine. Actually, it's hard to see over here. Let's check them out in this light here. So you can see with that light easier than the lettuce grow unit. The Gardyn unit LED lights are brighter, and they do put out more PPFD. So let's check out one more, just so it's not just a fluke that they're all like that. Ooh, this one's so big it's stuck in the unit. It's pulling off the unit all the way on the back side of it, so it's you see how big they are. That's pretty impressive for strawberry roots being that big. So I am running a sterile system, which kills all the bacteria and everything in the system. So then we do have my older unit here, which I stopped cutting blooms off that one at the same time as the other one. And I'm not letting as many runners continue to grow on this unit, but I am letting some. I did have some problems with that particular unit this morning. It never got water for 12 hours. I did some modifications to the drainage pipe on it and how it drains, so I don't have to take the top off to drain the unit. And I didn't connect it right, so those plants didn't get water for 12 hours. But you can see they're all coming back nice and healthy again. So we do have a whole bunch of extra plants growing everywhere here that we can cut off here within the next week. You're really looking for these small little roots to start forming on here. And once you put that in soil or into another unit, they'll start growing its own roots. This one up here is actually growing strawberries. Has a nice big strawberry on it growing. And I can't even pull it out any further than that because the roots are so long they're tangled with other ones. But you can see a strawberry right there growing on this one. So we'll shove that back in there. Now this unit here currently is getting water for 3 minutes. Then it's turned off for 60 minutes. Sorry, that is not correct. It's getting water for 3 minutes, then it's turned off for 20 minutes. The Gardyn unit, I'm currently watering for 1 minute, then I'm off for 30 minutes. These are just easier to adjust, the timer on them. I have with my timer I can adjust anything I want to pretty much, so it makes it easier to customize it. If you see the leaves looking a little bit dry, you just turn it up a little bit, but you don't want to turn it up too much where the roots are staying too wet and they start rotting on you. So this is day 60, looking fabulous. I am still spraying for spider mites every couple of days for these. I don't want spider mites to get back on the system. Spider mites really destroy strawberries pretty fast. Anything else you want to know or learn at day 60, let me know. There will be a full grow video very shortly on these. But as of right now, these plants are looking fantastic. You can see between these two units here, the seascapes on the right and the Albions on the left. The seascapes do definitely get longer. The stems on them and the leaves get bigger. So the unit looks a lot fuller. Those systems are running the same nutrients in each one. And just so you know, people say you can't mix strawberries with other plants. Well, check this out. These are some of my cherry-sized tomatoes. This is one of my cherry-sized tomato plants in this unit, just to show that you can grow different things together. I pick quite a few cherry tomatoes off this every week. I do have this all the way around the unit on the back side also. In the next video, we'll do some harvesting on these plants and answering questions from you guys, whatever you have. Just let me know. Speak up in the comments. I'm sure some people have questions. I've been growing these indoors now for about 3 years, trying to test out different things, what works, what doesn't work, and finding out you really cannot listen to the manufacturers of these units when it comes to growing strawberries. Growing strawberries is totally different than trying to grow something like a lettuce, a pepper, a tomato. Every kind of plant and variety grow totally different. And when we get done making all these short videos, I'll combine these into one big training video discussing everything involved with growing hydroponic strawberries, which is pretty much the hardest plant there is to grow hydroponic wise, between proper nutrients, proper pH, dealing with bugs, running a sterile system versus running a system with bacteria in it, which also helps feed the roots, which also has other issues in doing that. So, and just before we're done here, I'm going to show you my one of my other units here. I got some peppers growing in the top of this other lettuce grow. Here you can see this plant right here is just another cherry tomato plant, which is crazy dense. Actually, while I'm here, see all the tomatoes you can pick off of it. And also we got a nice size, even on the top of unit up here where there's actually no real light, you can still see these nice massive peppers we're growing. Let's harvest this quick and take a look at it. Nice sized pepper. Looks like a pie could have actually picked it already. Looks pretty ripe. So I do have a plant right there on the top of this unit. And there's also one on the back side of this unit, another pepper plant. So